A wonderful day from here. All the lovers of freedom, God bless you all. This is an emergency broadcast. You have to delete from your inbox so that you have more space for other messages to come in. So I have to quickly put this one here for our brother that is going to be waking up later, so that they will see. It's going to be a very short video. There's something I want to quickly get us informed about. So for those of us who always focus our attention on Eden, it is very clear the way I put it there. It is very clear we need to start asking ourselves some vital questions. Now, Africans, did you guys vow to God Almighty and your ancestors not to ever develop your country? Is it a vow? This is my domain anyway. This is my domain. I don't intend to. It's not every time you sit down. The only way I can just find where I can keep the phone right now was the bedroom. So that's it. Let's quickly do this together right now. Africans, did you guys vow to God Almighty and your ancestors not to ever develop your country? What will it take to bring development to Africa? Now, the reason why I quickly want to put this here, let always feel excited as if all is well. And in fighting for a better society, it is not specifically made for some certain group of persons. You can just come and, make changes. If you watch all African leaders that have tried their possible best to make sure it works, people betray them. And another thing that marveled me most just now, then is about this deadliest Africa conflict during the 20th century. Now, if you look at the Eritrea and Ethiopia war that took place between 1998 and 2000, about 250,000 people were killed. UN was already existing. NATO was already existing. It was already existing. And the purpose why those things were formed was to avert all these kind of things. Now, let's also take a look at the Angola Civil War of 1975 to 2002. 500,000 people were killed. The same in Africa. But ever since the World War II of 1933 to 1945, there have not been war again in Europe. Only what you see is terrorist attack. The only way they still, put war is in the Middle East. And people are just there to create this problem. Now look at the first Libyan Civil War, 1989 to 1979. NATO was already existing. Also look at the Nigerian Civil War, 1967 to 1970. At this very time, Jesus Christ Jesus Christ already existing. The blood they gave to you to be using in fighting war, he is trying to make sure that everything about you is okay. He is already there at that time. Then, the Nigerian Civil War between 1967 and 1970, according to what they put here, we have not been able to get the specific number, about 1 point something. At times we will say 3 million people died, but a lot of people died. Now, take a look at the Rwanda genocide of between April and August 1994. 1 million died. Now, let's take this very thing from the real context. The reason why I don't always deliberate on the European Union, because European Union, that one was lately created. I think it was officially created, I think in 1990 something or so. I know there have been member states since 1950 something, but officially it was not created then. Now, the purpose why AU and every other thing were created today, it is not the same. It is not the same. Okay, look at it. UN was created in 1945. Now, what have been their usefulness to Africans. That is to say they have not been useful. They have not been useful. They have not been useful. UN were created before NATO. All of them is 1940 something. Middle of 1945. UN were created. NATO were created in 1949. Now, another thing again that really blew up my mind, that make me do this video this night. So, okay, now I have to quickly do this so that we have space to put some other things. We'll keep on telling you about how your forefather will kill Muammar Gaddafi. A lot of you don't always take it from the real context. This is the problem we have. We feel that, no, this thing is not made for me. I'm not supposed to do it. We are going to give account of our stewardship. The freedom you feel to fight today is already there as an error to you. Even when other people are making heaven, if there's anything like heaven, you may not make heaven because it is not deliberately given to one person. It is the responsibility of every African to see how we can find little ways to make sure Africa is great. Now, take it to our localities of what's happening. Our elder is the one killing. Africa is African people's problem because we have no unity. Listen to this. The reason why Muammar Gaddafi was killed. Muammar Gaddafi is your father. Go and check the history. When Muammar Gaddafi was there, no European country do better than Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. The way Muammar Gaddafi take care of his citizens. Why did they take him away? Because of what he wants Africa. He wants Africa to unite. Because they know that if Africa unite, no country in the world, because we have the natural resources that can portray us in the global economy, even more than the Americans, more than the Europeans, more than the Chinese. That was why they eradicated Muammar Gaddafi. Why did they choose to give you Muammar Buhari? Because they know that the only person that can bring Nigeria down to his knee. I think they have started projecting, if we doesn't resist this Tinubu right now, the West, they can also give us Tinubu because they never want us to develop. Every other African country is looking onto Nigeria. The very day Nigeria choose to stand on its feet and begin to work towards development, begin to work towards the cradle of human civilization, every other African countries will stand up. Africa continent is like this today because Nigeria is still on its nails. Nigeria is still on its nails. The very day we have a better leader in Nigeria, that very day, Africa decolonization will start from Africa. But we thank God for the people of Mali, of what they are doing. Let me play this very audio to you. Let me play this. Let's play this together. Look at it.
Was murdered because he, along with the other African heads of state, were about to bring into existence Africa's first central bank. They were erecting a central bank in Africa, which was going to do what? Back its money to the resources under the ground in Africa. Now, what would that have done to the global economic order? Remember, the United States dollar isn't backed on any natural resource. The British pound isn't backed on any natural resource. The Canadian dollar, the European Union, their currency isn't backed on any natural resource because Europe doesn't have a lot of natural resources. Africa does. So if they would have been successful in creating a central bank of Africa, coming up with a unitary currency, and then backing that currency to the material wealth under the soil, they would have bankrupted every other economic system in this world, from America to Europe to China. That was revolution, and that's why Muammar Gaddafi had to be assassinated, because he was about to help the African heads of state eliminate modern slavery and neo.
Now, if you watch it today, do you know why? As you are shouting, our freedom fighters, all of them, they are putting them in prison. If the West say today, leave on they can't live on the boat, they will live there. Because the West, they hate Una they cannot with passion. They hate all our freedom fighters. They hate them because they want us to remain like this. The original people that God created in this world now be black. Most of all these whitey, all of them, most of them, they are clone. The originality of humanity, now blackie. But we are happy today. Every one of us be like which way go kovu. They break you for them, you know, if you come home. No, even your ancestral land today are be taken away. What does it take for we to develop Africa? One, let's change our mindset. Let don't be too wicked. It has been difficult right from time. The West know as soon as they gave us money, we can sell our people out for them. This was how we sell some of our forefathers. They sold us into slavery. No country can be able to capture another country except they have an informant. It is difficult because they say a rat with their house. Now the third one with their house, I say something their house. This mentality, the best way we can let change it. At least let's begin to reunite ourselves again. Let's leave this mess. We are not helping ourselves. Look at every one of us. We are refugees everywhere. If God open your eye to see the beauty, the original beauty of Africa. Africa as a mother has now become a mother that cannot take care of his child. If Africa is being presented to us as a mother, I will tell her, you know, my neighbor. If Africa today is presented to us as a father, I will say in short, you are an infidel. Because they say a man that cannot take care of his house is worse than an infidel. We have a lot to do. Let's change our mindset. Look at there, no cooperation around. Let's begin to value ourselves. These people, they can't help you. They create conflict. Go and look at Libya today, still a war zone. It is Obama that killed Muammar Gaddafi. Because they know that today is coming. Look at the way our brother and sister is dying in Italy right now. If I begin to tell you some of the cause of this sickness, some of the cause of this massive death, you are not going to believe, but I will hold my peace. It's hard time we wake up from our slumber. The development of Africa is not tied to one person. In wherever place you find yourself, learn to say the truth. Even in your village. That's why it pains me most today. Our ancestral home have also been taken over by some wicked alien. Look at how they value themselves. A lot of you today, you feel Russia is standing tall to protect you because they are not happy of what happened. Not be people join Nigeria and take big Biafra. Go and read your history. There are even countries you are not supposed to be due to what they did to your father. These people, they have not been friendly. What are they giving to you for free? If they give you help today, tomorrow they will get them from you. Particularly now in this era. When it comes to Daki, this thing, they will prepare the injection, wait for you. If they don't know, say the kind of way you carry, yeah, this one I got. They get the way they will take me some. You were thinking they are giving the same thing to you, the same thing they are giving to other people. They value themselves. Any of these EU member countries, they're not the history that they play. Any of these EU member countries, they're not the history that they play. Why are we playing with ourselves? Why we not value ourselves? I can't get it. No, this is how we are going to remain. Does that mean that we vow to God, say, God Almighty, you are creating me now? We are going to be living a very bad society. The reason why we were created in his own image and after his likeness, that was why he gave Africa whatever thing they need that will make them succeed. Go and look at our soil. If you go north, that onions preserve, tomatoes preserve. If not bring what it then get come, we wait this, I will see bring what will get come. But go and look at our states today. It's in a state of gadaga. There is no unity among Nigerians. If you don't stand tall right now, they are going to give you Tinubu. These people, they will give you Tinubu. They will give it to you. If you are not very, very careful. Because they know the kind of leader that will never make Africa to grow. Anytime we are talking, trying to do little research we have, trying to talk about the little thing we know about what these people have done to our fathers, most of you pissed off. You start saying, I attended Ekpoma's useless universities. History will remember what they done to Muammar Gaddafi. Go and see Muammar Gaddafi. Libya today is a war zone. They can never make peace. How did the war between the invasion? I call it invitation because I know what it's all about taking away the Kazarian mafia. It's all about killing the new world order. It's all about to protect you and let you stay alive. That's how I call it invasion. But they couldn't de-escalate the issues. They know that if they support Ukraine and start fighting Russia, is going to bring another thing again that they said they will never imagine it. Now some group of persons, the Queens, the Hillarys, the Obama, the Chuck Schumer, the Nancy Pelosi, the Bidens, the Bushes, and the deep states, they are fighting them there in Ukraine, not the Ukrainians. Whatever thing you are building, we have to break it down. If Russia succeeds in Ukraine and they take over Ukraine, then a gene will be going to Africa. A lot of you don't know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. At times you tie yourself to some certain group of people. Spiritually, you tie yourself to their neck. Succeed in this fight and also come and help me. NATO have been there since 1949. What have they been doing about war that broke up in Africa? In African countries? What are they doing about it? They can never do anything about it. They cannot do anything about it. Look at the genocide. Okay, now, look at the Ethiopian war. 1974 to 1991, 1.7 million people died. The EU was already, the EU was already there. The UN was already there. When did they form AU? Was it not in 1991? I mean 1990. African Union. The second Sudanese war that happened, civil war that happened, is 1983 to 2005. Do you know how many people have died in southern Sudan? 2 million people have died. These people, they close up there. At the time you rise up against your brother. That is why Mazugabo prefer to lead people that are causing chaos. They promote disunity among Africans. They can never trick your video. If I'm here right now calling somebody, calling all manner of names, I'm not talking about a better society, they will give me viewer. If I'm here right now praying in shedding blood, the blood of Jesus, that will never make headway in a society, they will give you viewer. But at the time you are talking about hygiene and the development of Africa, you have problem. If you talk about the injection is good, go and take it, they will give you viewer. They know what they are doing. But let's begin to combine the dot together. How do we get here? We are the only continent in the whole world. I know most of you want to argue, South America until they migrate. Those ones, they are migrating because they are unable to fit to the system. Our own now follow come. Now they will pass through water. Come here. You carry demon enter, yet you see enter here. I know of somebody 20 years abroad, he have no 1 year resident. No 1 year resident. They stress you out by making one document to become very important. I want to give you passport. If I prefer to fight for a better Africa than to fight for a passport abroad. Una the Kanu got a passport. He's a British citizen by mouth. But go and look at him today. Despite that the man was extradited, by law he was not supposed. Nigeria is guilty already. But he's still serving jail for his own right. Oh my African people. That's why you would have joined me to make sure we give these people the civil disobedient over this injection. But you want to eat food. Where's the food today? There is mass death right now as we speak. Because the toxic, whatever they put into your system, want to start reacting. That was why Biden said dark winter. You don't ask questions. Why did Biden say dark winter? As I tell you right now, in Washington, D.C., the Freedom Convoy, they are there. I will start uploading the videos from tomorrow. What are they fighting for? Any information we come here to come and give to you is a vital information. Let's change our heart. Talk to your enigi, talk to your hand, talk to them in your palace to change. They are making this life miserable for Africans. They are making life miserable for us. No one person, as far as this life is concerned, who got the power to take everything upon himself as the West. They can gather and steal and cover it up. But our own one individual can be pronouncing something, yet no law that holds him. You are seeing rumors of war right now. The one of Southern Sudanese who talked about it, the war that they passed through there. How many real people right now have died in Ukraine? All you are seeing is fame. Because they want to carry you along. They want to blow off your head. Nobody right now talked about, is Africa going to remain like this? Check all Africa countries. There's this rich natural heritage. You have good soil. You got a good skin. Now few people want the bleach, want to be like Oibo. Oibo for them to get your color, so you can never get it. But you can attach bleach, you'll be like them. They never a time they have been able to get our kind of color and the kind of heart that we have. We talked about Nelson Mandela. At the time you know the story about Nelson Mandela was also jailed by the same West. Where did they get this narrative from? They got it from the book of Exodus. When another Pharaoh came, I told you before now that the Pharaoh that signed with Moses, with Joseph, he made him a king. After that Pharaoh died, power changed hand. The other Pharaoh that came, he saw that the Israelites were doing well, the Hebrew, they were doing well. Then he called and said, who are these people? They look very beautiful. They are powerful. They are in top offices in our land. He said, they will come. These people, they will join our enemy to fight us. What we need to do right now, we need to start giving them hard job. We need to restrain them from all positions of working in our community. That was why they were subjected into suffering. They know that if Fulman Dikano got Brafa from Brafa land up to Ethiopia, a gene will start flowing. They know about it. They know about it. They know that the coming out of Sunday Igbo was to bring the shine and shine. It's not the fight we are fighting is not all about Africans. It's not all about Nigerians. So that may you yourself wake up. It's a great awakening. At the time you wake up, you know how to do civil disobedience. I told you I am the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego of today. Because I don't need the blood. Civil disobedience is permitted. If you know who you are, then you know how to position yourself. You have to first of all trace your history. What have these people done? They kill my father. They kill your ancestors. They exile them abroad. May waiting kill our father never kill us. That's why people like us is speaking. That's why I'm not a politician. I can never do that. Politicians, they play with your lives. That's what they do. Politicians, they kill a country. They can lie. They can swear and be lying. They are like pastors. But with that are patriot, what am I going to give if I come here deceiving you? I'm not talking about myself right now. I'm talking about you. There is something special about you. You are the real image of God. Get it clear. You don't suppose even to mention Jesus again. Because that name were created to put Africa in perpetual pains and bondage. You were created, you were sold to Africa. Today, the more you mention it, the more killings happen in our society because you are shedding the blood. The more killings happens. A lot of you are doing spirit there. If I thought you have any spirit now your spirit be your natural self is the spirit that is reacting. There don't you like Jesus Christ gave you spirit? Who told you that? It cannot work for us. Let every one of us go back to our ancestors. Wherever we might have missed it, we were supposed to modernize it, not leaving our ancestors behind, following the people we never knew. Anytime Africa has problem, they escalate our problem. People have been protesting in Italy, protesting in UK, protesting in Austria, protesting in Germany, protesting in Sweden, protesting in Norway, protesting in Spain. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Did they free him? They did not free him because it's the same West who jailed him. If the West said today, leave Nnamdi Kanu alone, they will leave him because they want us to remain in perpetual pains and bondage. But did you bother care about that? You don't know. If as a youth, life is not that fair right now, what about when you are old? What about when you are old? What happens? People like us who have know what it is to be a child of God, it pains me a lot to see that we are still in this very position today we are. We are not talking about one person's riches. We are talking about the riches going on around. At least a society that is conducive for everybody. At least an average person, you can afford your food and have a shelter over your head. You know, guy, you want poor rich for Europe, say you be European. You must have a house. The system must provide a house for you. You must see if you pay. You know, guy, you want be. Some of them, they set their own. If you don't want to buy, you go inherit it, papa own. But look at us today. Most of our father, they died in a mud house. For us to take our father away from village, you need to sell your precious self for cheap article for this or this alien. At the end of the day, nothing is working. After all this suffering, all they could thank you with for building up the economy for them, for making them feel a different color entirely, which they would have never been able to feel in their life. For making them have a personal relationship with somebody that was created in God's image and after his likeness, was for them to create a sickness and give you injection that will never make you to stay alive. Today our people are passing through pains and agony. Did I tell you about it? I tell you about it. But you couldn't listen. After all, it's me to talk to you. Earlier the better for us. It is not still too late. We can start late until become the latest. Let's forget about this stupid narrative of blood of Jesus Christ everywhere. Imagine a house, you went and rent a place and you abandoned demon in a rich man's compound. We need to change it. It is not made, development of Africa is not made for one person. First of all, develop your head. Learn to think good things from your head. You are bigger than this. At times, look at a mirror. Check the person you see in the mirror. Most of you are more beautiful than Rihanna. You are more beautiful. But today, look at all our people. How many of you would have begged if you were to be in Africa? But today, because it's Europe, nothing again you can do than to raise arms. That's the highest cost any person can lay upon himself. But we take everything to be hustling. We take everything to be hustling. Was your father a beggar? No. I'm not mocking at anybody. But this is what the condition we find ourselves. It's not your fault. Not that you don't want to work. But the system does not permit you to even work right now. We bring a different cause. We bring a different narrative to this very system. Only us sell ourselves. Only us do the most thing that even God and our ancestors condemn in what we are doing for a living. Our ancestors don't like it. But today we are happy doing it. We go to dance and spray money, forgetting that we are spirit. We are spirit being living inside the body. That's why when the person died, the spirit is gone. The life is gone. The person is just there as a carcass. That's why Solomon said, take care of your heart. Guard your heart with all diligence. Out of it flow the issue of lives. Our disobedience to nature has makes Africa today to remain on its knees. We are full of disobedience. Anytime we have friends around us, who is Mami Water, who have one spirit or the other, we ban them. Who are you? He's a witch. But Oibo is looking for a witch. The mirror they collected from Africa, now we put it, they see tomorrow. The mirror they collected from Africa. What you are condemning, that your brother look at who he is this, is that. Because if we are born with the same spirit, Oibo man will see and draw that person closer and begin to use them for tomorrow. Akabama not use and saying. You go put mercy for mouth, you can't work for head. Won't you think about it? They'll give you injection for here. They'll give you injection. Why they not they give you injection for side for arm medicine? Why be saying a nurse they'll give you some, or they'll give you for shoulder? Why is it that the coronavirus, why they not put on for your nose? They would have put the chemical, put it on your nose so that as it's coming, be that it pass through the nose and the mouth, it will go away. But they will put it into your system. Or wait fancy or wait boy. The little we have, we need to worry ourselves. Imagine before you have quarrel with somebody. The next thing, I'm worried about. But these same people will not use their boyism to see how they bring development to their world. It's a very big pity. Let's begin to change their mindset. The only thing that will help us, if we must have a better society at all, every one of us need to change in our little ways. We need to start changing. Because the situation of things, the way it's going to escalate later, I told you, you cannot sustain what is coming. And what is coming is bigger than where we are today. That was why I wanted you to be fully equipped, so that when it comes to run, you can run. You thought the way they are not seeing it, that their people collected the digestion. They were trying to sell the narrative to you. They know that yes, these people here make Kenyan lady. We trap them here. They create sickness and they look for medicine for it. Wicked set of people. They are never one day true in Africa's problems. Okay, now they can't solve them. During coronavirus, the whole money they gave to Buhari, I think Jama gave huge amount of money to federal government of Nigeria. Why did they give it to them? Please, you are going to sell your people to us, so we are coming to come and kill. You are shouting that Russia is invading Ukraine. Stupid idiots. Away. They invaded you already. The invasion they did in our lives, our ancestors will forever pursue them. You don't know why the people like us are pissed. I pray one day God will open your eyes the way we have opened my own, so that you'll be able to see. When Mazurukunu started his own activism, a lot of people will be insulting him. And why is that insulting everybody? My dear, if you are a real activist, you must curse. Because you are seeing what other people are not seeing. We are under serious invasion already. The one of Ukraine is invitation. They invaded us by giving us what will not make us to last longer. By giving us what will start making them to monitor us as many people that can even survive the process of assimilation. You are in the process of assimilation right now. It be like when you go pour rice for or maybe get some country where you defeat her. Some go survive, the small one go fall through way, you could remain the big one. All of you, it's Ikpobo gari daye, uwa so, iyuwa munuwa, aga irari gaine, ana irari gaine, isaga no rori, ikpobo gari nu yaran. Ugme so degbe dove fita again, so that makes you mean, against way. That's what they are doing right now. The few one that is going to be remaining. Then if you misbehave, just the same way I'm talking right now, these guys keep on attacking us. So and so person, deleting from the system, they will delete you. But a lot of African people, they don't want to understand. You think it was the same injection they were giving to you, is what they give to their people. You are lying. Before we always get things concluded at times, let's always learn to combine the dots together. All work cannot play, make Jack a dull boy. A lot of us we are playing. And those people today, they are stranded in Libya because Muammar Gaddafi is no longer around. They kill Muammar Gaddafi. I will keep on laying curse on them. All of them must go down. The purpose why the Russians is invading Ukraine, according to what they said, they are losing their grip already. They are losing their company. They are losing their nuclear sites. All the evidence of bad things they have been doing. Why are they trying to attack today the cyberspace of Russia? A lot of you are just folding your hands. You don't know what's happening. You don't want to know about it. All you just know, you have been able to walk, you know, you eat, and you know, you bathe and drink. That's all. My dear, we are already in war right from time. Until we are able to get the shine and shine. Until we are able to bring a dream to ourselves. That's why the little thing we can be able to do to ourselves as an African. Why not anybody who can back? And don't be stupid. Stop it. Let people speak true. Is it truthfulness I adore we. A society that must develop, it must be built with truth. Look at society. Look at Turonigbe. A boy that spoke or speak, they wrote a petition against him. Because you cannot question them. African people. You don't even know where we are going to start solving our problems. And nobody is even ready when we this nonsense good. I want to appreciate as many of you who have put a God through to me. We need to come together and draw one rope. Let's forget about this politics. Don't always follow people when they are doing something and you know that this thing tomorrow is going to cause another problem. At least if you cannot do it for yourself, we have a beer, do my beer for your children. No child of this very century, they have not experienced the horror of life. It is my duty to do what I'm doing right now because I know what I went through. 14 good hours on top of Mediterranean Sea without no insurance. There was no helicopter. Most of you witnessed the same thing. For those of you that flew in, you passed through the same stress I passed through. For those of you that came in with visa, she will not forget herself. Forgive herself in a hurry. Please, let's begin to change the narrative gradually. At least, let's accept defeat for one that the kind of life we are living is not how it's supposed to be. Let's build development. Let's first of all work on ourselves. Always look at yourself at the mirror. And the person you see there is you. Most of you, go and look at it. If money is everything, there's a video a footage that came out that Turumbu piece for body. I know they try to paint it that na whatever, whether na water. Go and look at his life. But at Otigo Sibado celebrated how many years? That I think 85 years. He was still jogging. But go and look at Turumbu that says 69 years old. This life, they don't they carry and they go. He cannot even eat 2 square meals now. Ugmeso said he eats drugs to eat medicine. The kind of sleep you sleep, you can't sleep it. Money is not everything. But there is a way God will beautify your life. If you choose to stand for a better thing. God himself is not happy with you. By you not speaking about the heinous in your society. God is not happy with you if you are the people who always want to suppress people for speaking the truth. He's regretting why he created you. This was the reason why in the time of Noah, God said, he said, God regretted why did I create man? Because the purpose of him creating man, it was not sin. In the book of Genesis chapter 6. He said, he repented of the Lord. He said, the man I have created, I'm going to destroy them with my hand. And God, at the same time today, is hungry for you not to speak against the heinous that happen in your society. For you to be using sentiment and emotions for a lot of things. You don't even care to know what we carry inside ourselves right now. You don't care to know. There's something in your system already. There's something in your system already. Russia is fighting for you. Have I made myself clear? Russia is fighting for you. So do have a nice day all. And God bless you. But when I come across your way again, today is Monday. Now Monday we do so 2:50 a.m. Maybe before we start today now, maybe if I'm going maybe about 1 hour or thereabout. Looking at what must we now do to get out of this mess. In your little way, try to see what you can do. And for those of you that already want to reach us, our phone number is +34 631 056 284. +34 631 056 284. That's our phone number. And my name, my own name, a name or a comrade, the Archbishop of Activism, the hero for democracy, and ambassador for good governance. So today day is Monday 7th March 2022. Please, more they behave well. I'm not going that block with the Sumetun were money. You are not going to be remembered for that. Even you are creating problem down for your children. In 30 years' time, you're going to take millions to get that house renovated, okay? Let's fight for a better society. If the society is good, your children, they can go anywhere without being afraid of kidnappers. Please, let's watch out for our brothers. I saw a video that said a guy that died in Italy. He was walking according to the video. He said that the body they do somehow, and they don't know why they did. His friends or people around did not follow that guy to the hospital. Automatically, getting home, he died. All his friends have said, amen, about the lavola, if you say you want to go out, so he know well like that, you know. They later broke into the house, found out that the guy had died. Who knows whether it's graphenozide? Who knows? But they talk about dark winter. Who knows? Another one again, they said they kill him. The same Italy. Under 48 hours. So please, let's watch out ourselves. We are in a very big mess. We are already in the mess. Whatever we can do to help ourselves, let's do it. Stop feeling bossy. Until your society is good, you are a poor man. The kind of society I want for you, you have to eat. Even let your car be better than my own, it does not mean. I want to see you better. I want to see your children doing well. I'm tired of hearing news. Road, one was kidnapped. I'm tired of hearing news. This one, I'm just tired. I don't know why you are happy about it. I don't want to be hearing bad news about you. I want to hear good news about you. Or you may women in. So good day all, and do have a nice day. Ciao.